This happened back when I was 15 years old. Back when I was a dumb, stupid 15-year-old kid. Yeah. Anyways, my brother-in-law's brother was over at my house. Sometimes he used to come over and we would hang out and play video games together and, that sort of thing. But on this particular visit, he brought a little something with him. A gift for me. He gave me a little box, which had a vanilla flavored and also vanilla scented cigar in it. Yeah. Now, when I first took a look at this thing, I thought it was weed. Yeah. Now, I know, but I've never really seen a cigar before, I've heard of them, but I've never really seen one in person. And I've also never really seen weed in person either. So, I didn't know. Like, my only description of weed really came from how they used to describe it back in the when they had that dare program in schools. They always described it as this kind of fat looking weird white cigarette. And when I looked at this thing, that's what it looked like. It looked like weed. So I thought it was weed. But yeah. Anyways, he was telling me that it was vanilla flavored and vanilla scented as well, and that he wanted me to try it sometime and see if I liked it. He told me next time you're, home alone, your mom's not home, go out in your backyard and try it. And he also told me I probably should hide it as well, so she won't find it and so I won't get in trouble and everything. So, yeah, that's what I did. Shortly after he had to go home and leave, I went to go hide it in the one spot I hid pretty much everything back then, in my top dresser drawer underneath my boxers. Yeah, I hid a lot of stuff there back then. Anyways, yeah, that's where I stuck it. And that's where it remained for a while. And for a while I contemplated, debated what to do with it. Like, should I actually try it? Should I just lie and say I tried it? And, tell him I tried it and then eventually just, get rid of it, throw it away? What should I do? I didn't know what to do with it. So, after weeks and weeks go by of me contemplating and debating what to do with this thing, eventually I decided, fuck it. I'm going to try this thing. I want to try this thing. Just so I could say I tried it. Yeah. And if I don't end up liking it or enjoying it, I can just, get rid of it, throw it away, and never try it again. No harm, no foul. Anyways, so yeah, I went to go try it. Got it out of my dresser drawer. Also found a lighter. And went outside, went to my backyard, went behind one of our storage buildings. I knew that would be a perfect spot to try this thing, and where I wouldn't get caught, or wouldn't be in front of like a bunch of people, or out in the front porch or whatever. So yeah, I went back there and I lit it up and proceeded to smoke it, or attempt to smoke it. Because, I've never really smoked anything before, really. But I have seen, people smoke cigarettes before, and I kind of tried to emulate what they did. But I probably still didn't do it right. Probably inhaled way too much, and definitely coughed a lot while doing it. But, yeah. But even with all that, it was still alright. It still, it actually tasted like vanilla and smelled like vanilla, and that was pretty good. But, yeah. And as I was smoking it and whatnot, I started getting this weird feeling. This weird tingly sensation, this weird tingly feeling. And then my first thought was, oh God, I'm high. Oh fuck, I'm high. I'm actually high. Oh God. Because, like I said, I thought it was weed, so I'm like, I'm fucking high. Oh God. So, I I proceeded to kind of get anxious and nervous because I've never been high before. And I started having a little bit of a freak out as well because, I didn't know what time my mom was actually going to come back home, and I didn't want her to come home and see me high, so yeah, I was having a little bit of a freak out. So I quickly stomped it out, threw the rest of it away in the woods, and proceeded to go back inside, and then that's when I realized my clothes. They smelled like smoke. They smelled like vanilla. Mom would definitely smell that. So I took off all my clothes, stuffed them deep in my hamper so my mom wouldn't directly find them. And then after that, I realized my skin kind of smelled like it too. So I'm like, oh shit. So I went to go take a shower. I scrubbed my entire body down, every inch, trying to get rid of this smell. And then after that, I got out of the shower. I put on fresh, clean clothes, put on deodorant, sprayed myself down with fucking body odor, with body spray, and yeah, just to hope that it would cover it or mask that smell enough that she wouldn't smell it on me. But yeah. Anyways, eventually, my mom did come back home and nothing happened. She didn't smell anything on me. Everything was good, she didn't find out about it at all. And I was like, oh, what a relief. I was really worried. I was really freaking out about it. And I guess after a while, that feeling of being high kind of went away too. That being high, that weird tingly whatever sensation kind of went away as well. So I was lucky that went away because I thought if that was still around when my mom actually came home, yeah. Like I said, I didn't want to see her, or I didn't want her to see me high, be around her when I was high. So yeah, I was hoping it went away, and eventually it did, thankfully. So, yeah. But yeah. And then, later, weeks go by, more weeks go by, and my brother-in-law's brother comes back over, and immediately he asks me about the cigar. Asked me if I tried it yet, asked me if I liked it, and I told him, yeah, I tried it, and yeah, it was alright, I liked the vanilla taste, I liked the vanilla flavor, or the vanilla scent. But I also told him about my little freak out, that I thought I was high, I thought it was weed, and I told him all about that, and he laughed. And he said, "Oh no, I should have told you that it wasn't weed. It's just a cigar. It was just tobacco, just vanilla flavored and vanilla scented tobacco, you know." And he kind of explained what a cigar actually was. It was just basically a bigger, fatter, slightly stronger tobacco, slightly stronger cigarette. And yeah, that he explained that to me. I'm like, what? I thought it was weed. And yeah, we both had a good laugh at my fucking stupidity. And yeah, but yeah, I look back at that and yeah, I do laugh. It was really stupid of me to think that it was weed and that it got me high. But yeah, but like I said, I've never had any experience with, that sort of thing, so I didn't know. But yeah, so it was just, my stupid 15-year-old brain, you know. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, that was the time, the experience of the time I smoked a vanilla flavored and vanilla scented cigar, thought it was weed, and thought it got me high, and then proceeded to freak out and everything else. But yeah, just felt like sharing that.